It's the Clemson Tigers and the Syracuse Orange. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. They'll send the back in motion. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Out wide left, it's Moore. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Steve Angeli. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, we'll have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick give, it's Miller. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. It's 3rd and 5. Angeli under pressure to the end zone, and is picked off. Taking it the other way.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Burrows. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
And we got something different, guys, here in the 2nd quarter. We got points, right? No points in the 1st quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes, gets something going, gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30, capitalizes on it, gets a touchdown, and we got our first score of the football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes him talk to the hand. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Caught on the RPO. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Throwing Angeli. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Miller with the ball. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Syracuse right back at it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Steve Angeli. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. On the sideline, got it in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put.
Turning on the Jets. The 40. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Catch in the middle, it's Wesco. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back.
Touchdown, Tigers. He got it right inside the pylon. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Motion from the back. Angeli. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second down coming up. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Clemson. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's no question this team is really down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing Angeli. Got it in the middle, it's Weaver. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Syracuse right back at it.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Cuse. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Still on his feet at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 10 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's Cincinnati able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the dome. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I checked in with the Orange head coach at halftime. This is a crucial moment for his offense. They have the ball to start this third quarter, but they cannot continue to make the same mistakes. He doesn't feel that 14 points is too big of a differential to make up, but the offense has to start playing clean and efficient football right now. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Syracuse right back at it. Angeli from the gun on third down. Rushes on. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. He's at the touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
Maybe a crease. Past the 30. 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around. They'll have to go back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Steve Angeli. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Look out! And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Tigers sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Holds on, it's Moore. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Left side, it's Moore. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. They're all over him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
In the backfield, it's Miller. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the move. Sees a crease. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Syracuse right back at it.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Miller. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Angelic turns it upfield. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Touchdown, Orange! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Throwing Angelic. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Intercepted by Clemson. And they'll take over by first and 10.
Drops back on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The handoff to Johnson. Got the first down. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it! To the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Good, strong tackle.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Steve Angelic. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Syracuse right back at it. From the gun on third down, Steve Angelic. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and jelly. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Clemson, 49. Syracuse, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
And Jelly. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Plowing ahead on 4th down. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Lets it develop. It's Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play.